Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question in today's video, and we have the question 60 from second chapter of Meriam textbook, and we have the force F, which is 300 newtons, and we need to compute the combined moment of the two forces about point O, and in the B part of the question point C, and C part of the question point D. So obviously we have three different points between these two forces, and there's a main message in this question, and that's the concept of the couple, and actually the moment that is produced by two equal, opposite, and non-collinear forces is called couple. And if we look at these two forces, we see that both of them are 300 newtons, so we have the definition of couple, and we have three things to check. The first one is that the two forces has to be equal. Both of them are 300 newtons, so we can check that box. They are in the opposite direction of each other, so we can see one of them is in this direction, the other one is exactly in the opposite, and that checks off too. And the last one is non-collinear forces, meaning that they are not in the same line. As we can see, they are in different lines, or one of them is above the other one, and this would checks out too. And if we have this condition, basically we have, regardless of the location of the moment between these two forces, we'll get the same moment, and that's coming from the definition of the couple, which is independent of this location. But let's just go through each of these points and see what we get, since we are asked to find the moment of these two forces about these three different points that we have. So let's just clean up and start with the first one. So in the A part, we need to find the moment about point O, and we call counterclockwise positive, and we're going to use the 2D shortcut that we have, and basically we're just going to dissolve each of these two into X and Y component. We have this one 20 degrees, so this component would be 300 times cosine of 20 degrees, and the other one would be 300 times sine of 20 degrees. And we have the same thing in here, just in the opposite direction, and the vertical component would be 300 cosine of 20 degrees, and the horizontal would be 300 times sine of 20 degrees. Alright, now that we have our forces in X and Y direction, we just have to go where the vertical distances to the point that we are finding the moment about. Let's start with the 300 cosine of 20 about point O. As we can see, this moment about point O is in this direction, so it is counterclockwise, so we have a positive moment, 300 cosine of 20 degrees, and this would be the line of action, and we are interested in this distance, which would be the X component of A, and it's basically 10, so we have 10. Again, using the 2D shortcut, we do not care about the sign of the force and the sign of the distance. Now, as we can see, we are in the negative side of the X, but we don't care about. What we care about is the moment that the force is making about the point that we are trying to find a moment. So the vertical distance, as I mentioned, this is the direction for the moment, so counterclockwise, so we have a positive sign in here. And for the force and r, or distance or position vector that we have, we're just going to put our absolute values. All right, that's the moment of the 300 cosine of 20, and if we look at the 300 sine of 20, we'll see that that one is also counterclockwise moment. As we can see, same direction again about point O, so positive, and the distance that we had, this is the line of action. We're interested in that one, which is 14, so that's pretty much the moment of the F at point A. Let's move on to the moment of F at point B. So if we go with the 300 sine of 20, we can see that one is also counterclockwise, so positive 300, this time sine of 20 degrees. This is the line of action, and we are interested in this distance, which, as we can see, is what we have for Y, which is 7, so this will be 7. And if we want to go with the 300 cosine of 20 degrees, again the moment counterclockwise, so positive, and the distance would be, this is the line of action, so here, which would be the X of point D, and that's going to give us 20. And all we need to do is just to add all of this together, and if we do that, we'll get 10,612 Newton meter, no negative sign, and that shows the moment is counterclockwise. So this would be the answer for the A part of the question. Alright, so as I mentioned, we are expecting to get the same number for other points that we have between these two forces. So let's just calculate the other ones, see what we get for those. I'm just going to clean up the figure and you can see it better. So let's just clean up. All right, so in the B part of the question, we have to go with the point C. So we are trying to find a moment about C, counterclockwise positive, and again we're going to go with our 2D shortcut. So now we are at point C. We're trying to find a moment about point C. If we look at the moment of the cosine of 20 degrees, so we can see that what we have in here is 12 and this will be 10, so this would be the direction of the moment, which is clockwise. So we have a negative sign for 300 cosine of 20 as the moment is clockwise, and the distance that we have would be this little distance here, which would be basically 12 minus 10 or 2. Let's move on to the moment of 300 sine of 20 degrees. Let's see if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm just gonna clean up here. So if we look at the 300 sine of 20, we can see that it's gonna make a counterclockwise moment about 0.0, so it is positive. And the distance that we have, this is the line of action, and the distance we are interested is from here to here. We know from C to the x-axis we have 12, and from x-axis to point A we have 14, so basically we have 26 for this one, and that's pretty much for the force F applying at point A. Let's move on to the force F applying at B point. So let's start with the 300 sine of 20 degrees for B, and if we look at this, we'll see that this moment about C is clockwise, so we have a negative sign in here. And the distance, this is the line of action, we are interested in this one. So we know from here to here is 7, and we have 12 from point C to x-axis as we discussed, this distance. So basically we are interested in distance from 7 to 12, which is 12 minus 7 or 5. And we have 300 cosine of 20 degrees, which if we look at it about point C, we see that this is the direction of the moment. So counterclockwise, we have a positive sign. So we have positive sign. And the distance that we are interested from C to line of action is here plus here. So we know this is 20 degrees. It's the x component of B. And here we have x component of C, 12. Again, we do not care about the negative signs in here. All we need to do in here is just to find the absolute value of F and absolute value of the R. And the sign of the moment is determined by the clockwise or counterclockwise moment. So 20 plus 12, 32. And again, we just need to add all of this together. And if we do that, again, we get 10, 6, 12 Newton meter counterclockwise. So same number as the A part of the question as we expected. And let's move on to the C part. So let's just clean up the figure again. And in the C part of the question, we need to find a moment about point D, again counterclockwise positive. So let's go with the 300 cosine of 20. Looking at this, we'll see that the moment is counterclockwise, so positive. So 300 cosine of 20 degrees, the moment is positive as I mentioned, and the distance that we have, this is the line of action. We have this distance here, which is 20 plus what we have in here, which is 10. So 10 plus 20, 30. We have the 300 sine of 20 degrees at point A, which as we can see, this one's also counterclockwise, so positive, no negative sign for this one. And the distance that we have is, so this is the line of action. We're interested in this distance, which is the y component of A, so 14. And let's move on to two forces at point B, 300 cosine of 20 degrees. So if we look at the 300 cosine, we'll see that it's going to pass through the point D, so no moment from the 300 cosine of 20, or we can say that our distance vector is 0, so basically this one's 0, and we have 300 sine of 20 degrees. And if we look at that, we'll see that this is going to be in a counterclockwise direction, so positive, and the distance that we have is what we have from here to here, which is basically the 7 for the coordinates of B. So all of them are positive. I'm just going to add these two, and again we're going to get the same number, 10, 6, 12 Newton meter counterclockwise. and this is going to show regardless of the point that we have between these two forces, which we call them couples since they have those three characteristics that we went over. The moment that is produced by two equal opposite non-collinear forces is called couple, and as long as we have a couple, we will have, for the moment, we will have F times R or F times D, a constant value. So regardless of the location between these two, we're going to get the same answer as we saw. We picked three different points in this question and same moment at the end for each of these two, which is the biggest takeaway of this question regarding the definition of the couple. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys find this one helpful. Again, very good practice to go over the 2D shortcut that we have. Just practice the distances and the sign for moment if we make it clockwise or counterclockwise, as we saw that we have a good combinations of different signs for the moment, and it's actually very good practice to go over those details that we have for finding the moment in 2D questions. Now let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to drop it in the comment. So we're covering 3 textbooks in this channel regarding the statics and engineering mechanics course. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment. It's going to help me to reach out to more students. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.